it's a good thing that I have 3 vehicles, because 2 of them are down, and you are looking at the 2 that are down. Yeah, we talked about this the other day in another video, and I actually have the thermostat and a gasket. No. I have a thermostat for it. I was told that it did not need a gasket. So we are going to find out. And here is what is up with the Bronco. Oh yeah, you see all this cruddy, oily stuff. Yep, it has a wheel bearing out of it. See all that oil? That side's dry, but this side's pouring oil. I knew it was making a roaring sound in the rear end. Well, it wasn't a roaring, but it was a whining sound. And I came out yesterday and checked the oil, and it was low. So I added some to it. Seemed like the noise went away for a little bit. I guess until it slung out what was in there. It's making noise again. This side over here years ago caught fire, actually. And that was back when my dad was still alive. I called him. He came out and got me. We drug it over into a parking lot. And I just kind of passed it up to get it home and fixed all the damage. Since then, I've rebuilt the rear end. Text messages are going wild. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, my inbox just about full. Okay. Tailgate cables. I found a place that had both of them, had a set, and I got them. And they're supposed to be for 83 to 97, and you can see they don't quite work like they should. Well, I can make them work, but I don't want to have to go through all that. All right. Oh yeah, and also with the blue F-150, I have the door panel off of it. I was trying to diagnose the power door lock, but I have to drill out the rivet to get it out, to get the connector loose to see if there's power going to it. And I ran out of time on that, so I'll have to put the door panel back together. So one of these is going to become a little bit of a daily drive, going to go back in daily service again. Oh yeah, it's still draining. Okay. Here is a very important, well, I'm not going to say important, but very helpful step when it comes to putting these thermostats in. When I can access them, I like to take a tap and clean out the holes. I've heard too many horror stories of breaking the bolts off, which you can get the engine hot. And if you have thermostat bolts that are hard to get out, you can heat the engine up by running it until it's warm. That sometimes cures the problem. And when you do, and you get the bolts out, if you can access them, clean the holes out with a tap. Just makes life a little bit easier when things don't go together quite right. And when the bolts are that nasty, take a wire brush to them. Oh yeah, I'm out of gloves, so whatever crap stains my hands is going to have to be there for a while, unfortunately. And here's the old gasket and thermostat. Problem: I was told that I was not going to need a gasket. So they didn't sell me one, and I said, I'm going to take your word for it. Well, what's a person to do? I guess I'm going to have to go get a gasket. Which kind of makes me just a little bit mad. Oh well, what do you do? Well, this is back together. Of course, it's getting dark. So I'm going to have to get the lights out because I still have more work to do. The tailgate cables. What I ended up doing was getting the saw out and doing some trimming because these cables are made differently than the OE cables. See, they have a little bend in them where these are flat. Of course, now they will function on a... That's just great. Well, I did all I could. They will function on a 87 to 97 with no modifications. But that you have to do a little trimming. Oh, well, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I've got a crankcase filter I'm going to put in this also, and I'm going to put the door panel on. The thermostat they give me was wrong. On top of not having a gasket, I was told that it didn't need a gasket. Well, they should have thought there's a heater, outlet right there also. Well, I'm not paid to think these things, evidently. It's a long battle with door panel clips, but I won. I didn't think that I was ever going to, but I did. Alright now. '80 to '86 door panels are so much easier than this. Way easier than this. It's always hard to see in this side over here. But it's on. All right. And I just put a couple of screws back in. There's one that goes here. I put that in. Someone's giving it hell tonight. Okay, I got a phone call. Hello? Not much. Making a video. What are you doing? Oh, that sounds fine. Ah, cool. I'm putting tailgate cables on, fixing a water leak, putting the door panel on, putting the crankcase filter on. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Every vehicle I got. Hold on, you all. I'll be right back. Alrighty, it's finally warmed up. It took it long enough. Yeah, the RTV's all I had. That was the only way that I could make it not leak. There's an awful lot of pressure on it. But it is full. Okay. I might add just a little bit to it, but I've finally got all the tools picked up. I put this back. I've had to move the red Ford, the red F-150 out from underneath the walnut tree for the time being. The door panel is on. It's 9 o'clock. It's after 9. I'm calling it a night. Okay, time to end this Monday night. Well, one of them's back on the road. Happens next. Thanks for watching.